Welcome back to MY channel where we uncover the stories, secrets, and fascinating value behind some of the world's most cherished coins. Today, we're diving into the world of the 1977 1-cent Liberty coin, a coin with history, intrigue, and in certain conditions, surprising worth. The 1977 1-cent Liberty coin is one of those coins that may look ordinary at first glance. You might even have one lying around, or you've probably seen it in your change before. But in the world of numismatics, where coin collecting meets history, art, and value, this little coin can be worth more than its face value. Let's take a closer look at what makes this coin special, from its historical background to its design and, most importantly, its value to collectors today. To fully appreciate the 1977 1-cent Liberty coin, we need to take a journey back to understand its roots and significance. This coin is a proud member of the Lincoln Cent series, which began in 1909 with the release of the iconic Lincoln Wheat Cent. The series was initially created to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a U.S. president. Fast forward to 1959, the coin underwent a significant design change to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The reverse wheat design was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial. This new design, created by Frank Gasparo, showed the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, while keeping Victor David Brenner's original portrait of Lincoln on the obverse. This version of the Lincoln Cent continued through the 1970s, making the 1977 cent one of the later coins in this iconic design. Graphic display. Breakdown of the 1977 1-cent Liberty coin, highlighting the details of its composition and mint mark. In 1977, the Denver Mint, identified by the D mint mark, struck an impressive number of Lincoln cents. Over 4.1 billion 1977 pennies were minted, making it a widely circulated coin. Despite its abundance, this year and mint mark holds interest for collectors, particularly due to variations in quality, striking details, and the impact of wear over time. The 1977 1-cent Liberty coin is crafted from 95% copper and 5% zinc. This composition was standard from 1962 until 1982, when the copper content was significantly reduced to save costs. For collectors today, this higher copper content adds intrinsic value, as copper prices have increased over the years. Not only does it weigh slightly more than the post-1982 cents, but it also represents the end of an era for higher value metal content in pennies. Close-up shots of the coin's design, Lincoln's profile, the date, and the D mint mark. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial in detail. On the obverse, we see the familiar profile of President Lincoln, as crafted by Victor David Brenner, a design cherished by Americans and historians alike. On the reverse, Frank Gasparo's Lincoln Memorial design serves as a tribute not only to Lincoln himself but also to the structure that commemorates him in Washington, D.C. The design is classic, symbolic, and it stands as a time capsule for the era. Now, let's talk about what collectors are really interested in: rarity and value. The 1977 1-cent Liberty coin, in general circulation, might seem common. However, collectors hunt for these coins in mint state or high-grade conditions, specifically, coins graded as MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. High-grade coins retain their original luster and have minimal to no contact marks or scratches. In particular, coins with the 1977 date and a crisp, clear D mint mark can fetch anywhere from $20 to $30 in MS65 condition. But for coins graded MS67 or above, an exceptionally high grade for coins of this type, the value can skyrocket to $1,000 or more due to their extreme rarity and excellent condition. There are also a few era coins from this year that can increase the value substantially. Error coins, like off-center strikes, double dies, or even striking variations, are highly prized by collectors. These coins represent anomalies from the minting process, making them unique and highly sought after. The copper content of the 1977 1-cent Liberty coin gives it intrinsic worth. At 95% copper, each coin contains approximately 2.95 grams of copper. With copper prices rising, these coins have an intrinsic melt value that sometimes exceeds their face value, though melting down pennies is illegal in the United States. This high copper content is appealing to collectors who view these coins as a representation of historic U.S. currency. While it's technically worth only 1 cent, the 1977 Lincoln cent is a timepiece from a pre-1982 era, one that preserves a higher metal value and holds strong in the hands of enthusiasts. So, is the 1977 1-cent Liberty coin worth investing in? For those just starting in coin collecting, it's an accessible coin with historical value, a high copper content, and a few rarities that make it intriguing. For advanced collectors, high-grade specimens and error coins are where the real investment potential lies. Closing montage of the coin in different lighting and angles, capturing its beauty and historical value. This coin embodies a piece of American history, representing a time when coins were crafted with artistry and substantial material. Whether you're looking at this coin as a collector, an investor, or a lover of history, the 1977 1-cent Liberty is a small but potent piece of America's numismatic story. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the 1977 1-cent Liberty coin. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating stories about the coins in your pocket that might just be worth more than you think. This script combines historical insights, collector value, and investment potential, perfect for a YouTube video aimed at both beginner and experienced coin enthusiasts. Welcome to another exciting deep dive into the world of rare coins. Today, we're going to explore one of the most iconic coins of the United States, the 1987 1-cent Liberty coin. What makes this coin so special? Its rich history, its significance in the American economy, and of course, its incredible value today. Let's take a journey through time and discover the story behind this amazing piece of American numismatic history. Before we dive into the specific details of the 1987 1-cent Liberty coin, let's take a step back and understand the lineage of the 1-cent Liberty series. This cent traces its origins back to 1793, the year when the very first pennies were minted in the United States under the Coinage Act of 1792. The penny has gone through numerous changes over centuries, but one design that became iconic was the Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. This design, created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, became a symbol of American heritage, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse and 2 wheat ears on the reverse. In 1959, the reverse design was changed to the Lincoln Memorial, which stayed on the coin until 2008. This transformation further reinforced the cent as a staple in American culture, symbolizing democracy and freedom. The year 1987 was part of a turbulent economic period for the United States. The country was recovering from the early 1980s recession, and the U.S. Mint had adapted to the challenges of inflation and rising metal costs. The 1987 penny was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the 4 major minting locations in the U.S., known for its quality and large production capacity. The D Mint mark stands for Denver, where millions of these coins were produced. 1987 saw the production of nearly 4.8 billion pennies from the Denver Mint alone. While the massive numbers might suggest these coins are commonplace, specific conditions, unique errors, and the preservation of certain specimens make some of these coins worth significantly more than their face value. The 1987 D1-cent Liberty coin is made of a zinc core with a thin copper coating. This shift in composition, which began in 1982, marked a significant change from the earlier all-copper pennies. The reason? The rising cost of copper. To save on production costs, the U.S. Mint switched to a more affordable composition, but this also introduced new challenges, such as coins that were more prone to corrosion if not properly stored. On the obverse, we have Abraham Lincoln's familiar profile, with the words "In God We Trust" inscribed above his head. To the right, we see the date, 1987, and the mint mark D just below the year. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial stands proudly, flanked by the words United States of America and the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many. What really excites collectors is the possibility of finding error coins from 1987. These errors can occur during the minting process, resulting in coins with unique flaws that make them rare and valuable. Some of the notable error types for the 1987 D penny include die cracks, off-center strikes, and doubled dies. Doubled die errors, where the image or lettering appears to be struck twice, are especially sought after. If you happen to find a 1987 D penny with this kind of error, you could be looking at a significant increase in value. So, what is the value of a 1987 D1-cent Liberty coin today? In circulated condition, these coins generally hold their face value, 1 cent. However, the real treasure lies in uncirculated, mint state coins and error coins. For coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, values can reach upwards of $20 to $30, depending on the quality of the strike and the condition of the surfaces. Coins that display rare errors, like the doubled die or off-center strike, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. In fact, some high-quality 1987 D error coins have sold for as much as $1,000 at numismatic auctions, making them an exciting find for collectors and investors alike. The 1987 D penny represents more than just a 1-cent denomination. It reflects a period of American history marked by economic recovery, innovation in minting, and the enduring legacy of Lincoln's leadership. For collectors, it's a piece of Americana. For investors, it's a hidden gem with untapped potential. Whether you're searching for a rare error coin or a mint-state beauty, the 1987 D1-cent Liberty coin holds a special place in the world of numismatics. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner just getting started, keep an eye out for the 1987 D1-cent Liberty coin. With its fascinating history, valuable errors, and potential for big returns, it's a must-have for anyone passionate about coins. Thank you for joining us today, and remember to subscribe to stay updated on more exciting numismatic treasures. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin. While it might seem like just a penny, this coin holds a fascinating story rooted in American heritage, design brilliance, and economic value. By the end of this video, you'll see how a simple penny can embody history, craftsmanship, and possibly even substantial value. Let's start with a little background. The journey of the United States 1-cent coin began back in 1793, under the guidance of the Founding Fathers. The first U.S. mint was established in Philadelphia, and the 1-cent coin quickly became a staple of everyday transactions. The Lincoln cent, as we know it today, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This made it the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure and, even more importantly, a president. The Lincoln cent's design included the beloved wheat ears on the reverse side, which lasted until 1958. In 1959, the wheat ears were replaced by the Lincoln Memorial, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln Memorial design would last until 2008, before the coin received its current Union Shield reverse design. Now, let's focus on the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin, an example from the later years of the Lincoln Memorial era. This specific coin continued the design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, front side, which was created by Victor David Brenner in 1909. Brenner's design is iconic for its detail and captures the solemn and steady gaze of Lincoln, a symbol of freedom, resilience, and unity for Americans. Turning to the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. The memorial design is packed with detail. If you look closely with magnification, you can even see Lincoln's statue within the memorial, a truly remarkable feat of micro-engraving. Coins like the 1991 penny were struck in Philadelphia and Denver. If you see a small D mint mark under the date, it was minted in Denver, while Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. There were also proof versions minted in San Francisco, bearing an S mark and crafted specifically for collectors with a mirror-like finish. One unique aspect of the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin is its composition. From 1909 to 1982, pennies were primarily made of copper. However, in 1982, the U.S. Mint changed the metal composition due to rising copper prices. Pennies after 1982, including the 1991 version, were made with a zinc core and a thin copper plating, which was more cost-effective. Even though the 1991 penny has less copper, it still carries a copper sheen and weight that most collectors recognize. The metal shift is one reason why older pennies are valued differently than modern ones. Copper pennies, especially pre-1982 versions, have a higher melt value than the post-1982 copper-plated zinc coins. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin valuable. Even though billions of pennies were minted each year, certain factors influenced their value, including condition, rarity, mint errors, and historical significance. For most circulated 1991 pennies, their value remains at face value or slightly above. However, collectors place a premium on coins in pristine or uncirculated condition, those that appear as though they just left the mint. An uncirculated 1991 penny can fetch anywhere from 10 cents to $1, depending on its quality. Occasionally, pennies are minted with errors, and this is where things get interesting. These minting errors can make a 1991 penny worth much more than its face value. Known error varieties for the 1991 penny include die cracks, off-center strikes, and doubled dies, especially on the obverse side. One of the most valuable types of mint error for the 1991 Liberty 1-cent is a doubled die error. This happens when the die strikes the coin more than once, causing certain areas, like Liberty or the date, to appear doubled. Coins with clear double dies can sell for upwards of $50 to $100 or more, depending on the visibility and rarity of the doubling. So, how much is the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin worth today? For a circulated penny, the answer might be close to its face value. However, collectors seeking pristine examples or unique error coins are willing to pay a premium. A 1991 penny graded in high mint state by a grading company like PCGS or NGC can range from $10 to $20. For those with rare errors, the value can go as high as $100 or even more for well-preserved examples. Rare and well-preserved error coins have even been known to sell for a few $100s if they are in top condition and display a unique mint error, especially on sites like eBay or at coinshows.so, while the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin may only be worth a penny to most, to collectors. It's far more than that. It's a symbol of American resilience, a piece of history, and in some cases, a highly sought-after collectible. Whether you're hunting for that perfect mint state example or a rare mint error, this coin offers a gateway into the rich world of numismatics, the study and collection of currency. Remember, every coin has a story, and with the 1991 Liberty 1 cent, that story is as rich as the legacy of Lincoln himself. So, next time you see a penny, take a closer look. It might just be worth a small fortune. This in-depth script combines the history, design, unique traits, and market insights around the 1991 Liberty 1 cent coin, making it engaging and informative for viewers interested in coin collecting and numismatics. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts and collectors. Today we're diving into one of the most intriguing pennies in U.S. history, the 1982 D1 cent Liberty coin. We're talking about its story, its value, and why it's a major player in the world of numismatics. If you're ready to uncover the hidden worth of this coin, hit that like button and subscribe. So, why is this little copper coin from 1982 so significant? Let's go back to the early 1980s. Inflation was high, the economy was strained, and metal prices were rising. For the U.S. Mint, this meant that making pennies from 95% copper, as they had done since 1909, was no longer affordable. In 1982, the Mint decided to shift the penny's composition. Rather than solid copper, they switched to a copper-plated zinc composition, cutting costs significantly. This change occurred mid-year, making 1982 a unique year where both copper and zinc pennies were produced. Here's where things get fascinating for collectors. The U.S. Mint produced two different compositions: the original 95% copper penny, weighing 3.11 grams, and the new 97.5% zinc penny with a copper coating, weighing only 2.5 grams. Each version was struck in both Philadelphia and Denver mints, which brings us to the star of today's video, the 1982 D penny. Now, here's what makes the 1982 D penny so sought after. While the Denver Mint produced both copper and zinc versions, identifying the copper 1982 D is the key to finding its value. That's because 1982 D copper pennies were produced in significantly lower numbers than the zinc ones. If you come across one, you're holding a piece of U.S. minting history. So, how do you know if you have a copper or zinc 1982 D penny? One quick way is to weigh it. A copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny is lighter, at only 2.5 grams. Another option is the sound test. Copper coins have a slightly richer, more ringing tone compared to zinc. However, weighing is always the most accurate. Let's talk numbers. Out of the millions of pennies produced in 1982, only a fraction were copper, particularly from the Denver Mint. This makes the copper 1982 D penny a rarity. While zinc versions are common, a genuine 1982 D copper penny can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially in pristine, uncirculated condition. One of the most exciting finds was in 2017 when a collector discovered a copper 1982 D penny in near-perfect condition. This find shook the numismatic world, proving that rare varieties can still be found in pocket change. In top condition, these coins have been known to sell at auction for up to $18,000. Why such a high price tag? Well, value depends on factors like grade and condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. Higher grade coins, especially those in the mint state range MS60 and above, can command premium prices. If your 1982 D copper penny is uncirculated and free of scratches or discoloration, you could be holding onto a small fortune. Let's break down the value by grade. A circulated 1982 D copper penny in good condition can start around $500 to $1,000. If it's graded in mint state, the price skyrockets. Coins in MS65 can sell for $5,000. And those in MS67 or higher have sold for over $15,000 at auction. It's one of the most desirable Lincoln cents out there. Some notable sales of this rare 1982 D copper penny have stunned collectors. At a 2019 auction, A high-grade 1982 copper penny fetched over $10,000. Each new sale draws attention to these rare coins, increasing their allure and value in the collector's market. Why the high demand? In addition to its rarity, the 1982 penny has historical significance, representing the end of an era in U.S. coinage. This coin was part of the final phase-out of copper pennies. Plus, with the intrigue surrounding its scarcity, the 1982 copper penny has become a legend in the coin collecting community. Of course, as the value of these coins goes up, so does the risk of counterfeits. Always buy from reputable dealers and consider getting your coin authenticated by a third-party grading service. And to preserve value, avoid cleaning your coin. Even light cleaning can damage the surface and significantly decrease its worth. Here are a few tips for preserving the value of your 1982 copper penny. Keep it in a protective holder, ideally in a cool, dry environment. Moisture and heat can tarnish the coin, which affects its grade and ultimately its value. So, if you're lucky enough to find a 1982 copper penny, you might just have a valuable piece of history in your hands. Whether you're a casual collector or a serious numismatist, the thrill of finding such a rare coin makes it all worthwhile. This little coin reminds us of a turning point in U.S. history. From the change in metal to its rare and valuable status, the 1982 copper penny is a true treasure. Who knows? The next time you check your change, you could be holding thousands of dollars. So keep your eyes open, you never know what you'll find. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this dive into the history and value of the 1982 penny, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more exciting videos on the hidden treasures in your pocket change. See you next time. This script is designed to engage viewers with historical and financial intrigue, appealing to coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and anyone interested in the potential hidden value in their change. Today, coin enthusiasts, today, we dive into a remarkable chapter of American numismatics, the 1994 1-cent Liberty coin. It may seem like just a penny, but this coin carries a rich history, a fascinating design, and for collectors, a surprising value. Join us as we uncover why this small copper coin holds a much bigger story. To understand why this coin is so intriguing, we first need to go back to the origins of the U.S. penny itself. The 1-cent coin was introduced in 1793, just a few years after the U.S. Mint was founded. It has long been a symbol of American history and, over time, has showcased different designs to represent the changing face of American ideals and craftsmanship. Display designs from the early large cents to the famous Lincoln wheat ears and Lincoln Memorial reverse designs. In 1909, the penny received a groundbreaking redesign to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This was the first U.S. coin to feature an American president. The 1994 1-cent Liberty is part of this beloved Lincoln cent lineage, continuing a tradition of honoring one of the most revered leaders in American history. Scene transition. Design and composition of the 1994 1-cent Liberty. So, let's take a closer look at the 1994 Lincoln penny. This coin carries the classic Lincoln portrait on the obverse, crafted by Victor David Brenner back in 1909. His depiction of Lincoln has become iconic, lasting well over a century on our coins and marking a significant departure from the use of allegorical symbols to actual historical figures. On the reverse, we find the Lincoln Memorial, which first appeared on pennies in 1959 to honor Lincoln's 150th birthday. The reverse side's fine detailing symbolizes respect for Lincoln's legacy, with inscriptions E pluribus unum, United States of America, and 1 cent boldly standing out. The 1994 penny also holds historical significance in terms of its composition. While early pennies were made of pure copper, rising copper costs led to changes in the metal content. Since 1982, pennies have been made mostly of zinc with a thin copper plating. So, the 1994 1-cent Liberty is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. While this change may seem minor, it made these pennies significantly lighter and cheaper to produce. Graphic shows the various mint marks used for U.S. coins, with a focus on Philadelphia and Denver. Most 1994 1-cent Liberty coins were minted at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, marked by a D for Denver or no mark for Philadelphia. While most people use these coins daily without a second thought, certain 1994 pennies have become collectibles due to unique features or minting errors. These mint marks can help determine a coin's origin and sometimes even its rarity. Now, let's talk about mint errors, a favorite topic for collectors. Some 1994 pennies display unique flaws due to manufacturing mishaps, like doubled dies or off-center strikes. These rare varieties can increase the value of a coin dramatically because they're unique and limited in supply. If you're lucky enough to find a 1994 penny with one of these errors, it could be worth far more than just 1 cent. So, how much is a 1994 1-cent Liberty worth today? Well, in circulated condition, it's usually valued at face value, just 1 cent. However, uncirculated coins, or those in pristine mint state condition, can fetch a premium. A 1994 penny in MS65 grade or higher might be worth a few dollars. Display graphics with typical market values for circulated versus uncirculated grades, focusing on MS65 to MS67 grades. While these values may not seem astronomical, certain high-grade examples or era coins have been known to reach prices upwards of $10 to $20, and sometimes more at auction, making them quite attractive to collectors. But the 1994 penny is about more than its monetary worth. This coin represents over a century of American history, pride, and tradition. For many, the penny is a nostalgic reminder of simpler times, pocket change with significant cultural weight. Today, discussions around discontinuing the penny have only added to its sentimental value. Display archival footage of pennies in circulation, American stores, and moments where the penny was culturally significant. Some argue that it's time to retire the penny, but others feel that it remains an important piece of Americana. Whether you see it as a collectible or a cultural icon, the 1994 1-cent Liberty coin captures an era in American history that many are reluctant to let go of. Want to find a valuable 1994 penny? Here's what to look for. 1. Uncirculated condition. Look for coins with minimal wear, often in mint state. 2. Mint marks. Check for Denver minted coins, marked with a D, and especially any errors. 3. Mint errors. A doubled die, off-center strike, or other unique error can boost value significantly. By carefully examining these features, you could spot a coin that's worth much more than a single cent. So there you have it, folks. The 1994 1-cent Liberty may seem like a small piece of copper and zinc, but it's filled with American history, craftsmanship, and potential value. Whether you're a coin collector, a history lover, or just someone who's curious about hidden treasures, this coin has something for everyone. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with others who might be fascinated by the hidden stories in everyday coins. And remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes it's worth far more than just pocket change. Until next time, happy collecting. End screen shows. Subscribe for more coin histories. With social media links and a prompt to subscribe, this script highlights the historical background, design, collectability, and potential value of the 1994 1-cent Liberty coin in an engaging way that is both informative and captivating for viewers interested in coin collecting.